Hello, my name is Dr. Liza Long, and I'm an English professor. I want to show you 10 different use cases for generative artificial intelligence. These are tools like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or the tool that I will show you, Microsoft Copilot. I'm not going to tell you whether these are ethical use cases or not. This video is designed to be part of a training so that you can apply a syllabus policy from your instructor to decide whether these uses would be allowed or not. But I would like you to think about this question as we go through each use case. I'm also not going to read the prompts or the use cases to you. I've provided a link to a document that is accessible and can be used by a screen reader. So I'm just going to show you in this video each use case to keep each snippet very short. Let me share my screen. And we are going to be working with Copilot, as I mentioned. So you can see my prompt here. And the first use case is, help me write the whole paper. Why not, right? Let's ask. So you'll see the prompt, and then here's Copilot's response. It even gave us a picture and references. I wanted to know a little more information, so I asked a little bit more, and it gave me more. That's use case number 1. Please refer to the document so that you can read the entire response from Copilot. Here's use case number 2. In this case, I want to use Copilot to help me brainstorm some ideas for a research paper about solar eclipses. You can see the prompt here. And here's Copilot's response. You can see that it's given me a wide variety of options from different fields, just like I asked, because I'm not really sure what I want to write about yet. I decide that I like religious studies, and to follow up on brainstorming, I ask for a few possible titles for my paper. Here's use case 3. In this use case, I'm asking Copilot to write a personal narrative paragraph for me. You'll notice this prompt is fairly long. I've had to give Copilot some information in order to be able to write this narrative paragraph. And here's the response. Here's use case 4. I need some more background information for my research paper. So I ask Copilot. And Copilot responds, including sources. Use case 5, outlining the paper. I've decided on my topic, and I want to use Copilot to help me create an outline. I give information about the paper and ask it to suggest a way I could outline it. And this is Copilot's response. Here's use case 6, locating sources. I ask Copilot if it will help me find sources with an emphasis on high-quality sources like peer-reviewed academic journal articles. Here's Copilot's response. Here's use case 7, summarizing and responding to an article. In this case, I reference Annie Dillard's 1982 essay, Total Eclipse, and I ask Copilot to write a summary. Here's Copilot's response. In use case 8, I've got to scroll down. Sorry, I did use case 8 before some of the others. In use case 8, I ask Copilot to review my rough draft of an essay on solar eclipses. I ask it to be a writing tutor. Here's Copilot's response. In use case 9, my teacher has asked me to write a peer review on a discussion board on one of my peers' papers. Now you'll notice in this prompt in use case 9, I make it sound like I'm the one writing the paper. If you just asked Copilot or another generative AI tool to write a peer review for you, it might not agree to do that. So sometimes you have to be a little tricky to get Copilot to do your work for you. I've attached the paper. Here's Copilot's response to the peer review. And finally, use case 10, I've provided exactly the same prompt that I used for peer review. I've asked Copilot to review the paper for some things I know my teacher will be checking for. And here's Copilot's response. As you can see, there are several different use cases throughout the writing process where we might bring in a generative artificial intelligence tool. Now, please use the syllabus policy that you've been asked to apply to these use cases to determine whether the use is acceptable under the syllabus policy or not acceptable under the syllabus policy. Happy writing!